to Beat the Clock, the fun show All America plays, with new stunts, new prizes, and tonight, $9,000 in our big cash bonus. Brought to you this week by Hazel Bishop, longer-lasting cosmetics.
Hazel Bishop, who tonight makes you one of the most sensational friend-winning offers of all time. So be sure to keep your paper and pencil handy.
And now, Hazel Bishop presents Beat the Clock, with America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Collier.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, and welcome back again to Beat the Clock. Our running bonus tonight is worth $9,000, and we welcome back a lovely family held over from last week. Hal Sims, tell us who they are, will you?
But first off, Tommy Jr. and Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Alessandrello of Paterson, New Jersey.
Well, nice to have you back. Welcome again. Hi, Mrs. Alessandrello. Hey, Tommy. How are you? Come on over here. Come on over here. How are you tonight? How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yes, I'm fine.
You're fine?
This is rapidly turning into a ventriloquist act. You can see that. How old are you, Tommy?
Tommy Jr.
Tommy Jr., I beg your pardon. How old are you, Tommy Jr.?
Jr.
Is that so? That's a very pretty flower you have there. Where did you get that flower? And how much did you pay for it?
Pay $9.
$9. You see, these flowers are getting very expensive these days, aren't they, huh?
Yeah.
What's your daddy's name?
My name Junior.
He's Junie, all right. And what's your mommy's name?
Mommy name Junior.
Yeah, both Junie. This gets to be a confusing household. Shall we play some Beat the Clock, shall we? Huh? You want to? Can you dance, by the way?
Yeah.
Let me see you dance. All right. Good for you. Last week, I have to tell you, when time ran out, I only had 30 seconds to go. I was given the signal like this, you see, and he's remembered that. He's giving it right back at us tonight. All right, we'll get your mom and dad going there. Now, yes, that's a Hazel Bishop lipstick. You ought to be proud of that boy, believe me, because he's just as cute as a bug. All right, let's see what we have now. The first stunt, I think, involves you, Dad. Would you come over here with me? You might be happier if you took your coat off. I don't know. Since you have to do a little tossing, I think you'll be a little freer that way. Maybe Ma can hold it for you. All right, come on over here with me, Tommy Sr. What are they doing, Dad? Come on, son. Now, here's a little flight of steps. I want you to walk up to the top of it, if you will. You'll notice it on the other side of you. Want one of those to play with? There you are. That's a boy. These little blocks, you see. Also, on this side of it is a supply of bean bags. Over here, there is a rubbish can that rocks in and out like that, you see. Now, what I want you to do, sir, when I say go, is to take these bean bags one at a time, give it a good throw, hit that so that it rocks open like that, and then take those one at a time and toss them so they go inside. Get two... Huh? What? Yeah, I know. That's just what I told him. You get two of them in there, one at a time. We'll stop the clock and you beat the clock. If it starts to slow down, stop throwing those and pick one of these again and give it another whack, you see? I think you do better. We find that Amanda is better if you take with your hand, and don't toss these underhand, but throw them just the way you would these. Get it in there, get two of them in there, we stop the clock, and you beat the clock, and the clock says how many seconds? 50 seconds. Are you ready, sir? Go. Near the bottom. That's the boy. Now, that's one. One more. Quick, goes down. All right. Put it again with the beat back. There you go. All right, now you come back over here with Dad and me, will you, huh? You come back over here. That's it. We'll go back over and see what else we have to do here now. We've gone through our first stunt. Mom and Dad are at the $100 clock. You see that card that's being held up there by Harriet? What does it say? What does that card say right there? What does that say? That's right. The $200 clock is coming up next. They're trying to tell me that. So we'll get along to your $200 clock and see what Mom and Dad have to do on this one. This has a little something to do with a cooperative effort on the part of each of you. So, and that's why we put you in these coveralls, Mrs. Alessandrello. So if you'll come over here with me, I'll show you what you have to do. Come on, Tommy Jr. Attaboy. Now, you'll notice that we have made sort of a table here out of cardboard. We've balanced it on both ends by these card tables just to give it something to stand on. Here's a large hole cut on the top. Here's another 3, 4, 5, 6 of these large holes. Now, I'm going to ask you each, both of you, to get underneath the table, see? You will operate first through that hole and you through this one. You will take this hat box and you'll pass it clear of the table. In other words, you're not allowed to slide it. You must take it from there, pass it over to your wife, who will hold it as clear of the table as she can. And then, meantime, you will have moved to this hole, and she'll pass it to you. And then she'll have gone to this one, she'll pass it, you'll pass it to her. And then to here, and finally to your wife here, and then you just push it over here on this table. That's all you have to do. What's saying? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Okay, now you want to get under there, the two of you, if you will, please. And don't forget, your husband starts with this hole, and your wife starts right here. That's the idea. Now, you understand what you have to do, don't you? Okay, take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. 60 full seconds, or 1 minute. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I didn't make myself clear. You must do this with a foot. So you each lie down in there and stick a foot up through the hole. That's the idea. I think you're going to turn the other way, sir, because you have to, move your way back down there. I think maybe you'll be happier, too, although maybe you won't. I don't know. You think you'll be all right that way? Huh? All right, you tried that way through. Now, stick a foot up here, sir. Keep it up high enough through the hole so I can put this on. It'll stay clear of the table, and you do the same thing here. Are you ready? Go. Now, don't drop it or you have to start over. Come on. Hurry up. Just hang it on the foot. That's it. Now, be careful. From now on, I can't help anymore. Take it easy. You got time. Move along down here. That's it. Keep it off the table if you can. Keep it as clear of the table as you can. All right, get your foot out, sir. Come on down here. Pick it up from that foot. You come on down here, Mrs. Alessandrello. That's it. You've got it turned wrong. See if you can get... Oh, can't put it down on the table. Keep it up in the air as best you can. Oh, you're losing it. No, you're losing it. You better come down here quick. Come down quick, further. You get your foot in. Hurry up, turn it around quickly. Don't turn it the other way. Get your foot under there if you can. Get it under the box. Your foot under the box. Your foot. You're on top of it now. You're stopping it from turning over. No. Hold on. Stop the clock. All right, we start right from that hole there now. You ready once more? I think you do better if you come down and face the other way. Turn around quickly under there. Hurry up. You only got 5 seconds in which to finish this up now. Get your foot up there. All right, are you ready? Go. What? Take it on your foot. Take it away. Put it on the card table. Kick it over. Okay. There we go. We're going through the $200 clock now, and Mama's going to try the jackpot clock. So, Mrs. Alessandrello, if you step right up there on that platform, right at the far end of it, if you will, right down there, face the audience. Don't turn around till I tell you to, and don't go until I say go. This is the jackpot board on which we put all the words of a famous saying or quotation. They're all mixed up and out of order. Get them back in order in 20 seconds. He can come out here. It's all right. Come on, Buster. Come on, Tommy Jr. Let's watch Mom, shall we? Huh? Come on, you watch Mommy here. All right. Open the curtains. Turn around and take a look. Go. Okay, stop the clock. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You did it. You've beaten our jackpot clock. Tommy, let me ask you something. Do you know what Mommy just put up there?
Yeah.
What was it? Peter Piper. Can you say Peter Piper?
Peter Piper.
Picked a peck. Say picked a peck
Peter Piper.
of pickled peppers.
Peter Piper.
Ah, boy, I knew you could do it. All right, now, let's see what your mom and daddy... Take a look right over there.
A complete Kodak 16mm movie outfit for taking and showing home movies in full color. The Cinekodak Royal Magazine camera loads in just 3 seconds. It allows you to take slow motion and regular color movies. With it, a supply of Kodachrome film, and to show your pictures on screens up to 10 feet wide, the Kodascope Royal Projector. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Tom Alessandrello. You've just won a Beat the Clock jackpot prize.
Well, all I can say is congratulations to you. God bless you. Tommy, goodbye, son. Bye-bye. Bye. And I hope he never loses that sense of humor and that wonderful joy about him. All right, Hal Sims, who are our next contestants?
Next, Bud, we have Sydney, Linda, Jackie, Mr. and Mrs. A.K. Romero of Smithfield, Utah.
Oh, we got a big family. Hi there, dear. How are you? Nice to have you here. And you, sir, and you, and Dad. Finally get around to Dad, don't we? But you and Mom stand right in there so we can hear everything you have to say. What do you do, sir? Do you have a card with you?
Yes.
So I can kind of refer to it from time to time. Mr. and Mrs. Romero, Smithfield, Utah. You're a long way from home.
Well, I bounce around. We've been from the Hawaiian Islands to here. I'm in the Navy.
Oh, in the Navy. And does the family move with you whenever you move?
Every chance I get.
Isn't that wonderful? Gee, I'm sure glad to hear that. We have some little gifts for you here now. First of all, each of you girls will get one of these, our new Beat the Clock Rags to Riches doll. Have you seen one of these? Well, let me show you how this works now. You see, now she's in her, what they call her rags. Got little patches on her and things like that. But she becomes a very beautiful princess in no time at all. You can get these in the market now. The toy stores and things have them. First, we take off her little bandana and look at her hair. Isn't it pretty? Then, we take off this little jacket that she's wearing after we unsnap something. It should have been unsnapped before it came out here. I can get it for... There we are. There's her little jacket. That comes off. And after the jacket is off, we take and pull out the waist of her skirt and pull her skirt down around her like that. And now look at her. Isn't that something? Isn't she lovely? Huh? You want to hold her? And then you'll get a fresh one in a box all ready to go before you leave the theater. But you can hold her for now, okay? And add one for each of you on that. And, Mom, here we have for you a Hazel Bishop gift package of all their wonderful cosmetics. You know, if you really want to beat the clock, if you want cosmetics that last and take you right through the day fresh as you can be, why, you use Hazel Bishop. This will be waiting for you backstage before you leave the theater, okay? Golly, seems too bad I haven't got something for our young man here, but we ought to find something for him somewhere along the line. We'll see what we can find backstage. All right. Incidentally, you have to, of course, go through the usual 3 stunts in order to beat our clock. And I don't know if I said, whenever the bonus bell rings, that may happen to you or can happen to the next contestants. It hasn't happened so far. We'll see what happens on the next. All right, didn't find out names properly here. Your name again is what, dear?
Jackie.
And how old are you?
8.
And you?
Linda.
And you're how old, Linda?
10.
How about you, son?
Sydney Romero,
And you're how old?
13,
What are you going to be when you grow up?
electrician.
Is that what you're interested in, electronics right now, is it? Do you work in electronics in the Navy, sir?
I'm going to school for that.
Are you?
I'm leaving here for. I'm on leave now at the time.
You're smart. Never stop learning. That's one of the best things we can do in this world. All right, let's move along now. We have a problem for the 2 of you. I don't know if you ever played badminton, but if you ever did, you never played it like we've got it for you to play. So will you both come over here, please? Are you right-handed, sir? Well, then, will you sit on this side of this stage, right about there, facing your wife, and you sit facing your husband. Now, right here, close to him, if you will, because I'm going to ask your husband to put on this boot on his right foot, and you to put this one on your right foot, if you will, please. If you can't get them on over the sneaker, sit right down so you'll find it easy to put it on. If you can get it on over the sneaker, fine. If you can't, then slip your sneaker off, whichever way is easiest. Can you get it on? All the way? If you can't, then slip the sneaker off. Just pull it right off. It'll come off. That's the boy. All right, now you'll notice that that gives you these 2 badminton rackets, sort of one face to face, and if you tip your foot back and you tip yours back, you could hold that between there, couldn't you? All right, substantially, that's what you're going to have to do. From where you are sitting, sir, you are to bounce these balls. There's a supply of them right next to you, one at a time, against this wall like that. And then the 2 of you try to catch with the badminton racket. Got the idea? When you've caught 2, not at the same time, but when you've caught 2, we'll stop the clock and you'll beat the clock, okay? You must bounce on the floor first, then against the wall, and then catch in the air. I'll take a look at our Hazel Bishop clock, tell you how many seconds you have. It's 50 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Oh, you got to do harder than that. Keep right together. Make the ball come to you. Don't go reaching for it. A little harder. Get it right out. That's high. Oh, that's too high. Okay. That's one. Here if you want to, sir, and tie it up when you get over here. Okay, that got you through the $100 clock. For a minute there, didn't know if they were going to do it, did you? Okay, the $200 clock is next, as it always is. And on this one, again, we require a little cooperation from Mom and Dad. Dad's down the drink there right now in the lower focus hole. And here again, we're going to use a prop that we used in one of our stunts last week. I don't know if you saw the show, but you remember that we had a rubber top table on which things would bounce. So let's put it to another use. You took them over here again, if you will. All right, now if you will stand right here and take this, we've put a punching boxing glove on the end of a short pool cue. You see, you can hold that in two hands. You, sir, will you scoot right around here and climb up this ladder, and you'll find a supply of cups up there. Porcelain cups. Go right up, all the way to the platform so you're comfortable and you can see right over the top. That's it. Now, one by one, will you drop those cups down onto this table? They will bounce on here. After they bounce, as they go up in the air, you trap them against there. And if you trap 2 cups, just like you had to trap 2 in the other thing, why he had to do 2 in this last one, you just get...
After they bounce.
That's right, after they bounce. I'll take a look at the clock, tell you how many seconds you have. It happens to be 55 this time. Are you ready? Go. One to go. Oh, golly, I'm sorry that the time is gone, the clock has run out, and the clock beat you on that one, I'm afraid. But come on back down here, because you've done all right with your visit to us tonight. You've beaten our $100 clock, so let's take a look and see what you won.
The famous Rugged Royal, the quiet deluxe portable with exclusive twin pack. The only quick change ribbon. Royal is the student's choice. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Romero. You've just won a Beat the Clock prize worth more than $100.
Congratulations to you, sir. It was a great joy having you here. Hope you enjoyed your visit. Good night, son. Good night, darling, and good night to you. Bye. Go right on down, will you? Okay, now let's see what we have next. Hal Sims, who are they?
With us now, Bud, is Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Kramer of Miami, Florida.
Welcome to you. Very nice to have you here with us tonight. How are you, sir? Very great joy to welcome you. Miss Kramer, you have 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
How many boys, how many girls?
2 boys and 1 girl.
2 boys and 1 girl. I've got just the reverse, 2 girls and 1 boy. You live in Miami and work in Miami too, sir?
Yes, I do.
And you are a pilot for an airline, is that it?
I am.
Well, best of good luck to you folks. We've got some gifts for you now. If the kids are watching, they'll enjoy part of this. For you, Miss Kramer, we have one of Hazel Bishop's gift packages of all their wonderful cosmetics. We're pretty proud of the fact that Hazel Bishop Cosmetics really are that sort of once-a-day thing. You just put them on, and you just look as wonderful as if you just put it on all day long. You can really beat the clock with that. And here's a Beat the Clock game with all new stunts. Not the one that's been out for several years, but as I say, the kids are probably jumping up and down on that one. You'll enjoy it, too. Adults play it. A balloon. You get the prize of the owner. Okay, and it's worth $9,000. Come on over here with me, if you will. All right. Now, Miss Kramer, would you step right down there and take that pool cue from Madeline? You take this one from Betty. That's right. You notice 2 places marked for your hands. One there and one there. And this is a little transparent tube. You stay behind and on that line. You stay on this line, sir, if you will. And all you have to do is to get this stick down inside that plastic tube, you see? But neither one of these may touch your bodies or each other's bodies or the floor. You may not touch them with the pool cues. But, of course, if they hit against each other, that's all right. Do anything you like with that. But keep them clear and get one in the other for $9,000. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 35 seconds. Are you ready? Go. I'm sorry, I meant to tell you that. I said it last week, and I've stopped the clock to give them a full 35 again. I should have said that to you. We said it last week, because somebody wrote in and said, I know the way to do it. You wrap the string up and then just push it in. You don't do that. You must leave the string unwrapped at its full length. Okay, start again with a full amount of seconds. Are you ready? Go. close as it's been. Okay. All right, sit right back over here, if you will. And we add another $1,000. It's worth now $10,000. I should make that clear to everybody that might come to our show. If you get a chance to try the bonus, winding it up, the string up, is not the way to do it. You had the way. Jerking that little tube, making it twist up and down, and then you drop the tube right in. All right, we'll get along to your first stunt now in just a second. And now for the Kramers. Miss Kramer is all dressed and ready. We have a stunt over here that really we're going to treat you nicer than I think we treated anybody this summer, because we're really going to keep you cool. Will you come over here on this hot night with me? Miss Kramer, will you step right inside that little enclosure there? And if you'll step in too, sir, and would you sit down back to back, right about in the center? That's it. Now look over your heads and you'll see that there's a wonderful fan there. Feel the breeze? Also look above the fan, you'll notice there's a little temporary ceiling we put up there of fiberboard. There are a whole slew of tacks, carpet tacks sticking through. Well, now, of course, when you put a balloon and a carpet tack together, you know what's going to happen, don't you? That's right. But, of course, the blades of this fan may make it hard to get to those carpet tacks. So we'll keep feeding you a balloon and you a balloon at the same time. Just keep tossing up there until you have broken, by getting between the blades of the fan, 4 balloons. We don't care who breaks how many. Just keep going till 4 are broken. Would you give him one, Betty? All right, I'll take a look at our Hazel Bishop clock and tell you first that you have 50 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Poke on the floor. Don't toss it too close to the center because they hit the center there. That's 1. Oh, great. 1 to go. 1 to go. 1 to go. Keep going up there. There we are. All right, sit right out here, if you will. Okay, step right back over there, if you will. Good, good, good. So we got it. We kept you cool at the same time. We move on now to the $200 clock, and now we don't care how many of these things break. I hope you have a steady hand. Do you have a steady hand?
Not right now.
Not you, but how about your nice wife? Does she have a steady hand? Huh?
Yeah,
You have. Well, we're going to see just how steady your hand is and how good your eye is, as a matter of fact. So if we're all set, will you come over here with me? Just you. I won't make you feel so alone. Come on over with me. Now, I'm going to ask you to sit down on this stage, either cross-legged or any way that's comfortable for you, right about there. Sit right down now, if you will, facing the audience. That's it. Now, I have here a bamboo pole, in fact, 2 of them that we've taped together. And the weak part is in the center, so that when you pick it up by this end with 2 hands, see how she bends? Look at that. Oh! Now, what you've got to do is to take that pole. Now, look over your head. You see that open sort of a little thing up there, that receptacle of cardboard? You just got to get that end of the pole in that little cardboard pail. I beg pardon?
You should have had him do this.
Well, we didn't plan it that way. All right, I'll take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. It's 60, 1 full minute. Are you ready? Slide one hand up a little further. You'll hold it better. Go. We always hate to have this happen, but our time has run out before you get a chance to try our jackpot clock. Now, can you come back next week?
Yes.
You'll be our first contestants, and I sure wish you the best of good luck. Thanks for being with us tonight, and see you then. Good night. Well, that's all for tonight. Hope you had fun with us. We sure did with you. And remember, girls, for that certain look and that certain feeling, it's always Hazel Bishop. Don't forget that our bonus has jumped another $1,000. It's worth $10,000 tonight. And right now, this is Bud Collier saying good night and hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
Travel arrangements for Beat the Clock are made through United Airlines. United Airlines flies our returning contestants with red carpet service and DC-7 mainliners. This is Hal Sims reminding you to join us again next Friday on Beat the Clock.
Beat the Clock has been brought to you tonight by Hazel Bishop, who for next week only gives you the opportunity to get all 4 amazing Hazel Bishop longer-lasting cosmetics for only $1. Just send your name, address, color of hair, and dollar bill to Hazel Bishop, Box 20, New York 46, New York.
Beat the Clock is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production in association with the CBS Television Network.